think
It says we're live.
La da da da.
says we're live. Okay. Hi, guys. If you're here.
Hello.
Is anyone
Hello?
here?
Universe?
Hello? It's
Oh, did you
Anybody-
click go live on... Did you click
Do I
go
have
live
to
on
hit
Instagram?
go live? No. Okay, it's happening.
Oh, now
Oh.
we're live on Insta.
We're live.
Now-
We're live on Instagram. Okay.
Just the way you got so
We would have been sitting here talking
Oh, for a long time.
Oh, we could have.
for a
sure.
very long time.
Wait, I
Yep.
don't.
Oh
It
my
says
gosh.
that we're live, but I'm on my phone and I don't see that we're live. Oh,
We're live.
Oh, I see us.
so
I
loud
see us.
now.
Oh man, I'm so pixelated.
Hello,
Dagnabbit.
everyone.
Hello, hello. How do we see if people are here? I never have been able to figure that out.
Someone said
You
I'm
are
on Insta.
live.
Someone said you are live. Someone said I'm here. We're here.
I want to be able to see this. Hold on. Before we get started, I want to see the world. Guys, we're in a
Yay, you're
sing-songy
live.
kind of mood.
We did it, guys.
I can't
I know.
see you guys, but it's okay. Oh, here, I'm going to click
I'm
on
trying
it.
to.
Sorry. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Y'all, I'm a loud mouth. I was telling the girls the other day that like I have to learn to soften my voice because when I edit these episodes, I am so much louder than Jess and Lauren, and I'm so self-conscious about it.
I think
But-
it's just because you.
The only. Yeah.
I think it's
the
just
only
because you're so
reason
close
I'm
to your
like
mic. Like,
talking
I
the
don't
way
have
that
mine
I
super
am.
close to me.
No, maybe I need to back.
And the
up.
only
Jess
reason
has
that I'm
hers close
talking
to
like
her
this
too,
is
so
because
I
my
have to-
daughter,
I'm dropping things.
my daughter's like right above us, so like. I
She's
have
having
to-
Oh, we have to.
It's a gentle voice. Thank you
We
for
can do
coming
like
to our
ASMR book club. This will be like ASMR book club.
Over our
Yeah.
dead bodies.
Over
Kelly
our dead
made
bodies.
it. Kelly,
ASMR.
Mrs. Anderson Reeds had to read like 20 chapters to get here on time today, and
Oh,
she
no.
did it. I see her in the chat. Kelly, I am proud of you, girl. you
Good
did
job,
it.
girl.
Woo!
Did she? Was that the one that was doing the audiobook?
I don't know if she was doing the audiobook or not. I can't remember. Was it the? Yes, I think it was. And
Okay.
she made it. So yay!
Yay.
So happy that you are here. Okay.
We have technical difficulties every week, but we are. Oh, we heard. But we're here. We made it, and the narrator for the audiobook was horrendous.
Oh no.
I knew somebody has said that. Like that's.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe I'll use my Audible for this one. I'm so glad I did not because I saw
Yeah.
that comment earlier this month. And I
See,
was like,
I've never
can't.
listened to audiobooks, but like I suppose that could really make or break the book. Like if the person's
Yeah.
voice is like
Wait, what?
Yes, I've never done audiobooks. Like I don't know, I just read, I guess.
The way that you said that, you were like, I don't know. I just like read because I'm like
I'm so much
smarter than you.
I'm so much better than you guys cuz I just read.
She's like, and I read 17 books a month. It's not a big deal.
It's crazy.
I'm
to
actually
me.
on book number 25 of the year, so
So
Stop it right
I know I'm cutting her off. I'm listening
This is
to
actually your intervention, Lauren.
oh.
So I'm
Well, that's
actually
sad.
listening to the audiobook of the original Gossip Girl right now for my in-person book club because they wanted to torture me. XOXO, GG. I didn't know she goes by GG. I've never seen the show. And the narrator for that audiobook is just exactly what you would envision the person reading Gossip Girl would sound like, which is awful.
Yeah.
And I'm reading it at 1.5 speed, and book club is tomorrow night. I'm gonna have her done. She's gonna be done in time.
You'll be good. You'll be good to go. If you can't just like watch the episodes, that's what I said. Like just watch the show. Then you're good to go.
So the Jigsaw Man by Nadine. Y'all, I freaking loved this book. This is probably up there with The Return of Ellie Black for me.
Yeah.
Like, I think those are my top two favorite books we've done so far this year.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And Jess, I'm so shocked that you loved it too, because you said you loved it, and I just thought you were gonna not love it. Uh-oh, she can't hear us.
Don, I can't hear you. My headphones.
I'm laughing because it's always one of us, y'all. It takes us forever to do this. Okay, so I'll just keep talking and wait for her. But so Jess is not like a gory kind of gal.
I
and
have
this
like
is
a
gory
weird
book.
leg, and so my eyes look like they're moving super slowly.
Am I lagging? Okay, nope. Hold on, y'all.
You guys. No, I think I might be because I look like I'm hammered. My eyes are moving super slow on the thing for some reason.
I can hear you just fine. Audience, can you tell us if you can hear us? Are we lagging? Are we a mess? Nobody. I think we're all sorts of frozen.
What's going on? No.
Let me ask the chat.
Oh. I know, but do I look fine? Do I look fine? Because on my end, I look super leggy.
Okay, so they can hear us. And I think the lag is Lauren.
I'm watching the live, and it's just on you on Insta.
Well, I can hear you just fine. So let's just keep rolling because they said they can hear us.
Okay.
I love that, Jamie. Jamie, you're driving. Be safe out there. And Jess is back. Okay.
I'm back.
Fine.
I'm back. I'm so sorry.
They can hear.
It's okay.
Okay.
So that's.
Yeah, we're really doing great over here. So, anyway, we're just gonna hope.
Okay.
Let's just
what
keep
were
talking.
you saying?
I was saying that I was so surprised that you liked it because it's so gory, and you don't seem like a gory kind of
Was
girl.
it gory?
Was it
gory?
My coworker said that she couldn't finish it because it was so gory.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, maybe
What's
I'm a
up with
gory
Jess?
girl. No.
I think Lauren's exited the chat. Bye. Yeah. If progress really slow and then all of like a sudden it was okay, that was someone saying something about the book. Okay, I was like, wait, can they not hear us? So Jamie said that it was progressively gory. Yeah, I think so too.
There were definitely parts where like it started to get a little too intense for me, and I started to do the like skipping through the paragraph and like getting keywords. That's
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jess,
but like
Jess, I'm the opposite. I was like, let me read this section out loud. Then there was the body part hanging from the
Slowly.
shed. I love the gore. I love it. And I mean, it does start with
Lauren,
the
do you
bang.
like the gore?
I got kicked out of the thing for a second, so I'm back. So hi. But I don't really mind it. Like I feel like it doesn't bother me, I guess. Like if I were to like see an actual murder happen or gore, I think yes, it would bother me. But like reading about it, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that one person in the chat said it was crappy because the people were completely aware of what was happening to them. I think that was the second killer. That wasn't right. Like Dom Pine was the one that would keep them awake. Am I right?
That definitely, if I thought about that a little bit too hard, that's where I was like, that is some sick, messed up shit.
And they didn't have any pain either, which I'm like, why would you? Oh, that's so messed up in the head that you're like, I'm going to make sure that they're completely aware of it. They can't feel anything, but they know their arm is being sawed off.
Like they're watching their arm. The closest thing that I can get to that is just like having a C-section. like being fully awake, knowing that they're
Yes.
cutting into your stomach.
Yeah.
That's like,
That's
and that's weird. But I'm getting a baby out of it.
yeah. But they say
But that's weird.
You know, my brother's an OBGYN. That's the bloodiest surgery there is. They say that's the bloodiest, messiest one. So, just say it.
So
Fun little fact.
Wow.
So the whole time I was reading this book, I was saying
Yes.
that it reminded me of Silence of the Lambs. The whole time, I felt like I was watching Clarice and Hannibal Lecter going back and forth. Like Henley and Oliver were Hannibal Lecter and Clarice, and that's like one of my all-time favorite movies. Obviously, so I was so into that. But I felt bad for Henley because, I mean, like, could you just imagine like a serial killer being like, yeah, I'm gonna mess with that detective for the rest of her life? Like, that sucks.
Yeah. There was a lot in this that kind of reminded me a lot of The Silent Patient, or
Okay.
The Patient's Secret. What was our first one?
A Patient's Secret. I was like, well,
Patient's
that's a book
Secret.
too.
Yeah.
I've read both.
Yes. But it kind of reminded me of that, and like that this book is what I wanted The Patient's Secret to be.
Yes.
Like 10 out of 10, no notes. Character development was impeccable.
Loved it. Who was your favorite character?
I have to say the rookie detective.
Yes. Rowmouter? I don't know how to say it.
Remuter?
Yeah. Something like, we'll call him the rookie. So we don't have to say his name.
Yes. But loved all the like different little intricacies of like their interpersonal relationships, and like
I thought it was so cute how, you know, Henley was obviously tough on him at the beginning, just like any veteran cop would be, any veteran detective would be. But I loved that they really did develop a relationship. And, you know, towards the end when the rookie gets hurt and Oliver's after him, and just seeing Henley's reaction when he's okay, it just was a really sweet turnaround. And I thought that was like such a good full circle moment for the characterization. It was well written. I think you're right about the character development for sure.
Yeah. I didn't see her coming around to Henley, coming around to Remuter like as quickly as she did, but I felt like she cared about him a lot. I don't know. With a lot more ease than I was expecting. There was like at the end of the book when she like sent him into the house alone. That was when I was like, wait, is she in on this? Like, because why would you send him alone? Like, you know he's in there.
And what was she doing? She was doing something outside. What was she doing? I don't remember what she was doing because it was weird that she sent him in. Didn't she have like a purpose for being outside? I don't remember. I can't remember. I'm not sure. I'm seeing if the chat knows because I'm not sure. And they're giving us some great book recs in the chat too. I'm definitely going to try all those out.
Lauren, hi honey.
She's poor Lauren. I think
Lauren.
She's going to figure it out, I swear. Lauren's going to come back to us. She's our fact checker, Miss Lauren is. So
I know.
We need her back. So she was doing something in the shed. That's right. Henley was doing something in the shed. And which we
and
just post. Go ahead.
She was just going to have him cuz they were looking for Dom. Correct?
No, Dom, yes. But they found the guy in the shed. Remember, she found the guy on the floor of the shed. Yes, that's right, Jamie. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So tell him that Michael Kirkpatrick has gone missing. We're checking up on him, and then lie. Tell him that Oliver has been seen in the area. So like, that was just like, that was weird. Like, why would she send him alone into this house? Like,
yeah. Like Jamie's like, let's split up. What a great plan. Like, yeah, it doesn't
Right?
make like every.
that was the
scary
one
movie.
where I was like, what? Really? Really?
And like, or at least call for backup. Why didn't you call for backup? You knew you were on to something, and you know they should have just called for backup, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that shed looked like my worst nightmare. The way that it was described, and he was on the floor. Oh, could you imagine? Like,
No.
I have a she shed, and the thought of me getting on the floor of my she shed is like I would catch some sort of disease. I'd get rabies out there for sure.
Hi.
Okay,
I know-
I think I'm back.
Okay.
Lauren, I'm echoing
glad.
so bad.
Ugh.
Now my squeal, I can hear it. Oh God, I'm so annoying.
I don't know what to do.
We'll figure it out.
Well, Lauren, we are talking about how the Rookie and Henley.
What in the heck, you guys?
She's not even okay. Oh no. Now she can hear me. It's lagging so bad.
What is happening? I cannot understand what is happening tonight.
Now she can hear me. It's lagging so bad. I'm just waiting. I don't know what to do.
I don't understand what the issue is tonight with this.
Try to log off and get those headphones fixed because it's bad. I don't know what else to say.
Or
I'm sorry. Someone said, would Facebook Live be better? Unfortunately, we can't do Facebook Live through the editing, like the studio software that we're on. And this is like a top-notch studio, so we don't know
I know.
what's going on. We paid a lot of money for this studio.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so
Sorry, guys.
I know I'm sorry that Lauren's not with us right now. We're being all over the place. But I even liked, who was it? The doctor, what are they called? The medical examiner. What was her name?
Yes.
I even liked her. I don't remember her name.
It started with an A.
I
Someone
really
in the
liked
chat
her
knows.
relationship with Henley too. Like I thought they were kind of like cute girlfriends, you know. I was like, oh, because they would go get a drink every once in a while together,
Yeah.
and kind of look out for each other. I thought that was a cute relationship, and I thought that was pretty well developed as well. But let me just find this one sentence I'm looking for. I had it highlighted. It's the way they described a mortuary, and I was like, what a pleasant way to call it, a mortuary. Let me find it. Sorry.
You're good.
Are you texting Lauren?
Oh. Lynn, right?
Lynn. Yeah, because the Ange is Henley. That's Henley's first name.
Yes.
The building that housed the dead. That's what they called the mortuary. And I was like, what a fun way to say mortuary. That's what was my note was.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, so Kelly said it was Lynn, and she offered her some Valium, which is nice. It's like, honey, you need a Xanax or something. You need to calm down. You got a serial killer on your ass. Like, that's some scary stuff. I would like
Yeah.
I would like some medication too. Ezra was
Right?
funny.
That would come in handy
Yeah,
to have a friend like that.
I sure would. And Kelly said Ezra was
Just
funny.
like
I felt
more.
like everybody at the Special Crimes Unit, I think is what it was called, they were all such a cool relationship. All of them had a good relationship together. And I feel like in a lot of books that we read, thrillers with, the detectives are not, you just don't get as much.
You don't get the camaraderie.
Yeah. And you really got it
Yeah.
in this book. And obviously Henley and her, what I believe is her true love. What was his name? Steve?
No, was it? Was it Steven?
That was a
I think
joke.
It was, though.
But I think it was.
It started with an S.
Or was it Pella?
Like Henley's hubby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie, I agree. I did not like him either. I get where he's coming from, but there's definitely a more healthy version.
It's like, what would you do if, Jeff, that's Jess's husband, like a serial killer was after him? Like, what would you do?
I think I would probably actually move in with my mom and dad.
So it's like,
Mommy, move over.
Mom.
I think there's a difference though between like, I don't know, like a girl going home to her mommy than a boy, a grown married boy going home to his mommy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I got what he was saying, but it was out of anger, and I was like, my God, cut her a break. It's not like she asked him to follow her around. Like, she doesn't want this life. Nobody wants this.
He was obsessed with her.
Yeah, that is not her fault. And, I get why he ran off, but I feel like he should have just set her down and been like, hey, I would like for us together to make the decision for me to leave.
Yeah.
And it looks like someone in the chat felt like he was super sexist because he just didn't give it an option. He was like, this is what's happening with our family. This is what's happening with our daughter. I don't care what you have to say.
Right.
Yeah. And someone was like, you don't marry a detective and not think that everything's going to be like peaches and cream. It's not.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so.
Yeah. But then she decided like the whole like cheating scenario. I was a little disappointed.
What do you mean you were disappointed? In her or what? Lauren, are you back?
Can you guys hear me?
I sure can. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, yay! And there's no echo.
Okay.
Hi, honey. I missed you.
We're so happy you're back.
Yay.
Okay, Lauren. So we are talking about Henley and her cheating. And Jess said she was disappointed. What do you mean you were disappointed by it? Like, you were disappointed that she did it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, I get it, but like, she just had like a great day with her husband and like felt like they were reconnecting. And then she like, it was destructive behavior.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was so excited.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. We can't hear her again. Dang it. Lauren. Lauren. Nope. Can we hear her? She's talking. Nope. Okay. Lauren, we can't hear you. I'm so sorry. But
it was fine, and then
and she's gone. Okay. So Jamie said, I don't remember her having a great day with him because she was always so awkward with him. Like,
I felt like they had like reconnected, like they were able to like logically talk through something.
Yeah.
They like went on a walk. I remember that. They went on a walk.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Something. Yeah. Oh, did it say our recording?
Yep. Literally, this was my worst nightmare of being on here alone recording. So here I am.
This is a nightmare. Oh
if
my
you are
gosh.
still here watching this, you are amazing. Thank you.
Like, we love you so much. But I'm just going to dive back in. We're going to act like nothing's happening.
I know.
I will say, though, that the chemistry between her and Steve, I was like, I'm loving this. Like,
how did you picture him?
super nerdy,
Okay.
like a gamer. I because he was a gamer.
Really?
Like yeah. What did you envision him as?
Like dad body. Like,
Ooh, I love a dad body, girl.
I know. Like, because she like talked about his like graying hair at the beginning. And then, I don't know. Like, I just pictured him like a little bit of a dad body. I'm trying to think of like, I don't want to say Alec, but
we're not going to mention him. Can we get we're not going to get through one episode without talking about him. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be a challenge to get through any episode.
No, I really envisioned him kind of dweeby, like a hot Michael Cera. Kind of is what I was envisioning. I bet she's on her phone now. Are you on your phone?
I'm on my iPad.
You know
Much
what?
better.
This works.
Can you guys? Is there an echo though? Because it's not through my headphones. But
No, not at all. It's
Okay,
so
okay.
much better. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I was just saying that I feel like the guy that yay! The guy that she was having an affair with, Steve, that he reminded me of a nerdy Michael Cera. Like but a hotter version. Sorry.
The detective she was sleeping with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I know who that is.
You would definitely know who Michael Cera is. He was in Superbad and Arrested Development. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like notoriously like a nerdy guy, and for some reason that's what I envisioned. But when he's playing the video games and she goes over to his house, I was like, number one, what are you doing? Go home. Go home.
Uh-huh.
Go home. But when they're sitting close to each other on the couch, I was like, but give me some action because this is a book and I want to hear some action.
We need some smut up in here.
I know.
did.
She says she doesn't like romance, but look at her, like over there frothing at the mouth.
Listen, I'm single. I haven't, I was excited. I was like, we don't usually read books that have any sort of sexiness
No, there
to
usually
them. There were 2 or 3 pages up in here that I was like, okay.
Getting a little spicy.
All right, girly. Get it. Get it. Yeah. How did you feel about that one, Lauren?
When she was having an affair with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It was hard because you could tell that they had like a special connection. They had a past. They had their history, and like things were a little rocky with her and her husband. So, I mean, obviously, I don't condone cheating, but I don't know. It was almost like those two were meant to be together. I don't know. It's tough.
I feel like they're if there were to be a second book, which there is, I
Yeah.
think they're going to end up together.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think
3, right?
I think there's
think
just
so,
3.
yeah.
I think it's a series of 3, and I know that she's the main character in all 3 books. And I bet that they end up together because they just had such good chemistry, and he was so sweet to her, and her husband just wasn't.
Well, and her mother-in-law was a
That mother-in-law would have sent me packing straight out. I would have been
Right.
like, you know what? Maybe that's why she cheated, because she ran into her mother-in-law that day.
just set her off.
So you know what? Go off, queen.
Yeah.
Right. And
You get
I
it.
feel like her husband also wasn't like super supportive. Like he was very much like, okay, you go do your thing and I'll take care of the kid and we're going to go with our parents and like, so be it. Like he didn't really check in with her or like think about like,
that was weird.
feeling. I don't know. It was very odd.
Yeah.
Just
I also like the because she had cheated on him before with Steve before.
Correct.
Which is why
Correct.
he was like so hesitant about like her working with him.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm a jealous bee, honey. If my man cheated on me with one of his coworkers, well, you have to quit. That's the end of that because you cannot work together anymore.
Which is understandable. Like I feel like for sure, like if it was a situation like that, then yeah, I understand where he's coming from, for sure.
But like, be supportive. Your wife is being stalked by a serial killer. So I want to bring up how, like, the origin story of the Jigsaw Man and how the reason he was gang raped.
Yeah.
But by who? I'm pulling it up right now.
He was in the military, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right.
I guess I don't know what they're called, but like his other army men or whatever branch he was in with him.
His other army men.
Well, I don't know did it say what branch he was in? I guess I don't know. But
No.
I don't either, girl.
I think it was Marines. I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
Marines.
We're in the military. We're in a branch.
I just love it. Like, if any military person, we were like, his army people.
His
Makes
army
it sound
friends,
like he's like a little boy.
I know.
Army man.
His little Boy Scout.
Yeah.
It's true.
So he reported it. He named his 6 attackers, all members of his squad.
Yeah.
And there was a court martial which lasted 12 days. All 6 of them were cleared. So then 18 years later, he killed them all.
Right.
So, yeah. And then
But
someone said Go ahead.
Didn't he save one? No, it was the guy whose head she got in the box.
Yeah.
How
He
was
was like in a freezer, right?
Yeah. How is he connected again?
The copycat? He was one of the jurors.
Yeah.
No, the head.
Oh. Wasn't the head
Wasn't
one of the
the
jurors?
head?
I thought that it was one of the jurors too.
Yeah.
Or was it somebody else? I remember being pumped when that happened. I was like, there's a head
Yeah.
in the box!
Yeah.
And he touched the head. Her husband touched the head.
Yeah.
What a dum-dum.
Listen,
I mean, it makes sense why he pieced out. He's like, we're getting heads at the door. Like, we gotta, like... I mean, if I got a head at my door, I'd probably immediately leave as well. So, like...
Well, I'll tell you, Kelly, that's exactly what I said. What's in the box from the movie Seven? I was like, oh my God, what's in the box?
But also, this person had a good point. Like, if your wife is saying, stay away from the box, why are you going to the box and opening the box? Like, what are you doing? Like, your wife is a cop. Like,
Yeah. Something I've learned with true crime podcasts is don't touch the evidence, man. Come on.
Touch anything.
Don't touch the
if a
head
box
in the
shows
box.
up at your door unidentified, you don't touch what's in the box. Like, it's just, I feel like that's a known thing. You don't touch the box, you know?
So the Jigsaw Man,
Yeah.
like, the reason that he became obsessed with Henley is because she promised that she was going to get him, right? And then she fulfilled that promise.
Yeah.
And so now he's like obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Well, because
And
she stabbed her, right? When she
Yes.
found him or was arresting him or whatever, he stabbed her. And then they kind of had like a weird relationship. Because I almost, to me, it almost felt like he kind of respected her a little bit. Like, I feel like he had like some respect for her, being like, okay, you threw me in here. Like, you're kind of a badass bitch. Like, he kind of like their relationship was like very like he would talk to her, right? Like,
judge me for saying this, but it was kind of an endearing relationship.
I felt the same way.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved their relationship.
Anytime they interacted, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. They're
Yeah.
talking, they're talking, they're talking. I can't wait. Like, and it was like he had this respect for her because he knew that she was good at her job. She knew he was good at his job, I guess, his self-appointed job. And that's why, like, you know, that's why in the movie Silence of the Lambs, I got to say it one more time, Hannibal Lecter really thinks Clarice is smart. So
Yeah.
it was kind of an endearing little relationship. And the relationship between the Jigsaw Man and the copycat killer, I thought was interesting because, you know, egos, honey, male egos. Oof. Just oof.
Yeah. I loved that they showed him so upset about him having a copycat. Like, but he never really came out and said it to Henley. Like, that was her name, right? The detective. He never really made it known that he was upset that there was a copycat. But like, then you kind of had his point of view, like when she would leave from these visits, and he was like pissed. He was like, "Who is trying to be me? I only cut up people. Like, you don't, like, you're not even doing it right," kind of thing. And I kind of loved that. Like, it was kind of, I don't know. I kind of like, this is gonna sound really disgusting, but I kind of liked the Jigsaw Killer. Like, I liked his character.
I loved his character.
Yeah.
I loved his character too.
And you almost kind of feel bad
when
for
he
him
was like,
because he was sexually abused. Like, you do kind of feel like, I kind of felt bad for him. Like, I get why you killed all these men, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And then like, but to like keep going is, but but the way that he also like interacted, that Oliver interacted with the rookie.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, I love a good psychopath. I love it.
And he was good at it. He wasn't ashamed of it.
Good.
He knew that about himself. He knew he was damaged goods. And I love how he escaped. Like, he got that woman, that guard, to fall in love with him, and then knocked her eyeball out.
I called that one.
Did you?
Because any time that she talked about him, she used his first name.
Mm-hmm.
What was his first name? I don't remember.
I can't even remember. But I remember being like, that's really weird. Like, everyone else calls him Oliver, and then she called him by his first name, and I was like,
yeah.
Yep. And I learned a new
didn't have an eyeball, but
I mean,
like you're like the love of your life stabbing you in the eye, and you being like, yeah, honey, like, what else do you need? Like,
and she thought that like she thought she was the only one. Kelly always knows the names. His name is Peter. She thought Peter it was her and Peter and nobody else. And I'm like, girl, he's a serial killer. He does not give a shit about you.
No. I mean, someone in the comments is right. Like, when he did, unfortunately, like, kill Lauren, like, she was kind of like wrong place, wrong time. Like, she just kind of got unlucky. Like, and that sucks. Like, that is really sad. Like, I'm not gonna obviously be like, oh, I love the Jigsaw Killer. He killed an innocent. You're like, no, but like, that part that sucked because she was just someone who was like writing to him, right, in prison. Like, she was just like a fan, kind of.
She was in love with him too.
Mm-hmm.
Because she had a fake ID for him. She was ready to run away with him once he escaped. And I learned a new word from this book, and I know about this a lot, but I didn't know there was a word for it. It's called hyperstephilia, which is when a person is sexually aroused or attracted to people who have committed cruel, gruesome crimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they always talk about that women like write to these serial killers.
Yeah, Ted Bundy remember Ted Bundy had that woman that wrote to him, and then he ended up getting her pregnant when she came to like visit him. And like, they got married or something, didn't they? Like, when he was in prison. Like, I just
ick. He did. Yeah. Major ick.
Major ick.
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that could be you and Alec, honey. He's in prison. Daddy Alec.
He shot someone. Be like, babe, I'll help you get out.
Crazy.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
That's awful. How traumatic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was just the way that he killed the girl, the second one, what was
Lauren.
her name?
Lauren.
Was it Lauren? That's what I thought. Yeah. I was gonna say Lauren, and I was like,
Karen, I think, was the woman, the guard, wasn't it?
Karen was the guard.
Lauren was the girl that was like writing to him, and then
wait, how did he kill Lauren? Lauren was the one that got all cut up in her apartment, right?
Yeah, because he like came.
The head was like hanging. Her head was like hanging from like the back of the van or something, wasn't it? I can't believe I read this book.
I just can't believe Jess liked this book. Like, every time
Jigsaw Man, like
every time you texted us.
I am not gonna lie. When we chose this one, I was like, "It's okay, girl. It's okay." Jess, like, you can do this. I was like, the Jigsaw Man?
I love how you never said anything to us.
I did not say a thing. I was like, sounds great. Love it.
Can't wait.
Love it for me.
And look, now it's your favorite book
And
ever.
now it's my favorite book. I will be reading books 2 and 3. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I definitely want to read the next two.
Nadine, what's her last name?
Matheson.
Nadine something? Matheson.
Mm-hmm.
You got a new fan girlfriend. Thank you.
For sure. And
I do love. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like we picked it out because we liked the cover. Remember, we were in Vermont and we saw the cover and we're like, "Oh my god, I love that cover!" And then we like looked it up and we're like, "Oh, that sounds kind of good."
Yeah,
it is.
I love it.
Insanely good at picking out eggs. Wait, I'm scrolling through my notes right now. The British term dogging. Does that mean swinging? Like
Dogging.
couples swinging?
Well, what it is? How is it used?
How's it used? Any context?
It's used multiple times. Let me click on it. It was used multiple times. I know we agreed that when we got married that we would stop the dogging, and we did for about 5 months, but then she wanted to go back. Did the attention. It's like I didn't want to share her, but she was stubborn. So I think it's swinging.
Who is saying that?
Dogging.
Dogging. Some. Let's see. Her body was
Doing it in public.
You think it's doing it?
Oh, because they were doing it in public. Oh, it was about. Oh, yeah. It was about the juror that was killed in the park.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. She liked to do that.
So she was the one that was like meeting up with people, like. So I think you're right. I think it's like kind of like swinging.
Because they interviewed the husband about it, right? And he was like talking about how
he was like, we're gonna stop the dogging.
Yeah, because they interviewed him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the interview, and Henley says, "What were you doing in the park when you met her?" And he said, "The sort of activities that don't involve an actual dog, if you get what I'm saying, Inspector."
Innocent little Lauren was so confused because I'm just like, I'm so innocent, you guys.
Oh,
I'm a little virgin.
Virgin Lauren.
Lauren was like, they were just.
I was like, oh, dogging. That's so cute. Little dogs. Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Jamie says dogging is a British English slang term for engaging in sexual acts in a public or semi-public place.
Okay. So it's not swinging, it's banging in the public.
Banging in the public. Okay.
It's something. There were a lot of like UK phrases that I was like,
yeah.
Like one of them was, and this was said multiple times. Accuse her of being a grass. Being a grass.
Like AGRASS.
Yeah.
A grass is one word.
A
Two
space.
Words. Yeah.
Oh.
Article A. Grass.
You English teacher. So read the sentence one more time.
She was satisfied that there was no one out there to accuse her of being a grass. And that was said like multiple times. Yeah.
I'm thinking it means lame.
Lame.
And then
let me look it up.
I have a note for an ew phrase.
Oh yes,
oh, no.
Let's hear it.
A dodgy tummy.
No, I have
what?
tummy all the time, but I don't like
my
that.
my note said a grown man saying tummy. Ew.
New ick unlocked. Men are not allowed to say tummy.
No.
Let alone a dodgy tummy. I don't even know that your tummy is dodgy.
Dodgy tummy. And then I also have a new phrase that I'm going to be integrating into everyday conversations.
Okay.
He was as much use as a chocolate teapot.
I feel like all men are as much as used as a chocolate teapot.
You are as, like, I'm just going to start saying that. You are as much use to me as a chocolate teapot.
Yes.
I'm 100% saying that to my boss tomorrow.
I'm down with that. You are as much use to me as a chocolate teapot.
He'll be like, okay, Miss Cobalt, sounds good.
Just like moving on with it, like what the fuck?
Yeah, he'll be like,
yeah, like.
By the way, being a grass means a snitch, like a police informant. Someone who's a police informant.
Well, they say like a
I
snake
googled
in the
it.
grass, so that makes sense. Like we say, like if someone's a snake in the grass, they're like whatever.
Oh,
I've never heard that idiom in my life.
A snake
Never.
in the grass?
Never.
What?
I've never
Hold
heard
on.
that.
You've never heard someone say anything about a snake?
Do they
in the
have
grass?
snakes in West Virginia?
We have a ton. We have like poisonous ones.
Well, they're just not in the grass, apparently. What do you guys have there? Straw?
In the mines, in the coal mines.
I mean, shut up. I'm offended.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
She said in the coal mines.
The coal mine.
So sorry.
That was so
West
great,
Virginian
Jess.
is here. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure I'm the only West Virginian that anybody here knows. So it's okay.
I just can't believe you've never heard that before. That's crazy.
That is
Maybe it's
crazy.
because we have so many snakes in the grass, literally, that we don't.
Right,
say
there's not any
figuratively.
one particular snake in the grass. Yeah, that could be it.
All the sorry. All of the terms for the different cops, even in like American slang, I don't know who's like. I felt like Henley was kind of high up.
Yeah.
Like she was Inspector Henley. I couldn't tell the difference of all the different what do you call it? Ranks. There you go. Thank you, Jess.
I kept thinking that the rookie was going to somehow be involved. Like, I don't know why, but I kept thinking like, okay, this rookie is going to be involved somehow. Like,
literally in
Did
my
you?
notes, I wrote, "Is Remuter the copycat?"
yes, like I thought that was one. Like, I was so set that he was going to be
Mm-hmm.
the copycat, and then
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked when he wasn't because I was like, oh, this seems like too easy.
Yeah.
I never thought that. I never did.
Really?
Yeah. I figured it was. I don't
His
know who
poor
I thought it
little
was.
wife, by the way.
I know.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah.
That was.
They also said gov a lot, Kelly said, and I thought that was
Yeah.
cute. GUV. I
Gov.
thought that was cute too. Gov. There were a couple times where I would read in a British accent. Does any
Oh,
Yeah.
1000%.
I don't have a good English
1000%.
accent.
I was like, "Good day, mate." I don't know. Wait, is that Australian?
That's Australian.
Good day, mate.
That's not right.
That's a little like Steve Irwin.
Crikey.
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 We're gonna go down under.
Down under.
We're gonna
Crooks.
let's see. What else do I got written down here?
Oh, do we want to talk about like who we had? Like who we cast? Did anybody?
I didn't really this time, so let's
Okay.
hear it.
I did not either.
Okay.
Jess.
Oliver. The Jigsaw. I feel like I nailed it.
Oh
Okay.
my god, I can't wait. I gotta get ready to Google it because I never know them. Okay.
Daniel Craig.
Who
is that?
Yes, James Bond.
Oh,
James
which
Bond.
one?
The
Yes.
Blondie.
Yes.
Which James
Glass
Bond?
Onion, Knives Out.
Hold on. What's his name?
Daniel Craig.
I'll know him when I see him. I just don't. I'm not gonna.
You will know. Oh my, that's such the perfect person for him. You nailed it.
For
And he's so
Immediately.
hot.
Yes.
So hot.
Oh, love that answer so much. And that
Yeah,
makes
that's a
it
good
even
one.
better, the relationship with him and Henley. Like, oh.
Yeah.
I couldn't picture Henley. I couldn't.
Henley, was she black?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't really, I just wasn't in a casting call mood when I was reading this for some reason.
I know,
get that.
none of them really like stood out to me as specific people. Like sometimes when I read, I'm like, oh, that person seems like this person. But when I was reading this, there wasn't anybody who I really like felt reminded me of anybody.
And I felt like there were a lot of main characters. Like obviously, you know, Henley was our main character, but I felt like we got a lot of information about a lot of characters. So I just connected with so many of them that I just wasn't, none of them stood out to me so much.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. That's why I like the book so much, because there's so many likable characters. And you know what? This doesn't have a great Goodreads rating.
Really?
I don't think it's one of our lowest. It's in the 3s, which I think all of the books that we've read on Goodreads has a 4-star or higher. Someone said Jude Law for Steve. Yes, I love Jude Law.
Jude Law's too hot. Oh
yeah.
Why is there always a Steve?
That's what we said earlier, Jess.
I think that's the requirement for every single thing that we do.
Yeah.
There always
has to be a Steve.
Has to be a Steve.
Yep. I love it.
Napkin Head.
Oh my God. Listen, I watched The Holiday this Christmas and cried my eyes out. The Napkin Head. Such a good movie. And I don't like romantic movies. I love that movie.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I have written down here. Guys,
it's so funny. I didn't do a bile count, but there was some bile happening in this one, I'm pretty sure.
I highlighted 2.
Biling?
Yes.
Okay.
I highlighted 2 biles.
You did? Okay.
I did.
That's pretty good.
I got 2 in there. I will say and it also just like started off with a bang. I think within the second page we have a dead body into body parts, and I was like, yes, yes, yes.
Well, it started off with like different viewpoints of people finding body parts. Like there was like somebody who found one, and then it was like the next chapter was like this other person found one, and then someone else here found one, and so it kind of started off like being like, is it the same body? Is it multiple bodies?
Yeah. The way that I was rereading the first couple chapters because I was like, oh, I have to understand like this random person's point of view because I'm like, maybe they're an integral part of this whole thing.
Jess is hyper fixating on stuff that doesn't need to be hyper fixated on.
They always leave the like biggest clues in the first chapter when I'm not paying attention, when I'm like literally dipping my toes in the water.
Yeah.
They drop it like, oh, Dom is the killer, just FYI. So anyway, and I'll miss it. I miss it every single time.
I always miss stuff too. Yeah. Listen to this sentence that I highlighted. It's on page 9, so it was early. And this is Henley. She wondered, not for the first time, what it said about her that she was happier dealing with rapists and murderers than her own husband.
I highlighted it too.
I love when we highlight the same sentence.
I loved that because I was like,
if that's not they are going to be divorced in the second book. I'm telling you.
For sure. If they're not, then that's a lie.
That and what does that say about Henley?
Right. I did highlight something that Rob, her husband, had said to her. Like, you left the house just after 7 and you're walking in at 21 minutes past 9. And I was like, you know what? Like, I feel that as a mom who stays home with her kids.
Yeah.
Like, when Jeff leaves the house early and then comes back 2 minutes late, you best believe I will be marking the time. So, Rob, I feel you.
I could imagine.
Yeah, no.
You said you'd be home at 4:30. It is 4:33. I can
see Jess with a clipboard, and she's like, "Okay, it's Wednesday. 4 minutes late today. Don't let it happen again.
Take it out of your time card."
His location, like over and over and over again.
Legit.
Oh, Jeff.
Poor Jeff.
Oh,
No.
But guys, I loved this book.
Yeah,
I adored this book.
I did too.
I have
It was
never.
really
I
good.
told you guys this in the Patreon episode, but like, I haven't sat down and like been so obsessed with a book. Like, I was on a plane, like I was flying for like 5 hours, and I read for a lot of those hours, and I had internet access, and I read. I'd never do that on a plane.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
that's awesome.
It was amazing.
I would definitely. I'm gonna give this like a 4.5. I think that's the highest rating I've ever given.
I was gonna
with
say
this
the
book
same.
club. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like we've said, the characters.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a 5. 5 out of 5.
Our first 5.
Just, I can't. Like, it was so. I loved it. I
Yeah.
loved every second of
love-
this book.
It was really good.
I'm so happy that you loved it. I love that you loved it so much. Amazing. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I froze there for a sec.
You did
What
first
are we
time.
reading next?
did.
I don't even remember the title.
I have it. Hold up.
So we are going to announce our April book. And Lauren, let's see it.
You Killed Me First by John Mars.
I have never read a John
Cannot-
Mars book. This will be
Oh,
my
so
first
good.
one. I'm so excited to read it.
I love John Mars books. They're so good.
I am in the middle of my first John Mars, and
Literally so good. Like,
Amazing.
I can't
amazing,
even.
amazing.
I'm so excited. And y'all, we are at 9:45 tonight. Our Patreon episode of Kill for You, Kill for Me will be posted. It needed to like do some back end stuff before it would post. So that's, if you are a Patreon member, we're calling you guys the Killer Click. I think it's $3 or $5 a month. It helps support us so that we can keep doing this. And you will get an extra bonus episode every month. So that is going to be posted tonight, and I'll start posting some clips from that episode on Instagram. And we're also going to be discussing the Let Them theory in the next couple of weeks, which will also be a bonus episode. Can you repeat the book? Someone said. Let's repeat that.
Oh, here, I
book,
got it.
Lauren.
You Killed Me First by John Mars.
Yes.
This one
so
just came out. This is his newest book. This one just came out in March.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yes. So that's exciting. And are we going to
He's
talk
another
about
British
our?
author. So
Oh, fun.
more fun terms.
And is this our first male author?
No,
I think it is.
Well, Kill for Me, Kill for You.
Oh, that's
Was
right.
Steve.
Literally the one we just talked about and did on our Patreon.
Was
Got it.
Steve, duh.
Duh. And are we going to announce our bonus? So we haven't posted. Let Them theory will be we'll be posting that in the next 2 weeks, hopefully. But our bonus book for April, Jess. This was a special request from Jess. So let's hear it, Jess.
We are going to be doing Sunrise on the Reaping, which is by Suzanne Collins. So it's part of the Hunger Games lore. And this is Haymitch's story and how he got into the Hunger Games. I was obsessed with the Hunger Games.
So good.
And so yeah, so you guys are just making me so happy by agreeing to do this.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Jess was so afraid that I was going to say no. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll read anything. I was on a podcast like 2 nights ago called The Balancing Act with 2 other teachers. And the guy that was on the podcast with me, his daughter went to the midnight release at Barnes & Noble for this Hunger Games book.
Oh, cool.
And
It's
I
big
just thought,
doings.
yeah, and I just thought that was like the cutest thing in the world. Because that's for Harry Potter, I would go to all the midnight releases when I
too.
was in
I
high
always
school.
go.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, don't you
Yeah.
remember doing that? Like, I remember when the
Yes.
movies dropped, like, we would wait in line at the theater because they didn't give you assigned seats back then.
No. I used to go to Barnes & Noble at midnight to get all the newest Harry Potter books, and you'd like get your number. I remember you'd like go in, and then they'd hand you your number, and then they would like call out like numbers 1 through 50 you can get in line, and like I just remember like it was so cool. Like I just it was
Yeah.
that.
And I thought that was so cute. I was like, I love that people are still doing that. So I'm excited to read it.
I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Someone says their daughter read it in one day.
The Jigsaw
maybe
Man? Or no, that one.
No, the Sunrise on the
Hunger
Reaping.
Games. Yeah.
that means I
Yeah.
might be able to read it in 2 weeks. The slowest reader on the planet.
Here's to hoping. Yeah.
Those are usually good audiobooks. Those are usually
Yeah,
good
I might
audiobooks.
audiobook that one actually. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, should we? I think all of us are not lagging. I think we should try to do our sign off.
Okay.
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 Okay, who's gonna count us down?
3, 2, 1.
Remember, you're not a
You're
dead
not
body.
a dead body.
You're a somebody.
Somebody.
Guys, thank
Yay.
you so much for being here and being patient
Thank
with us and all our
you.
tech issues. We love you.
Love ya.
Bye bye.
Okay, I think we did it.
Are we done? I think we're still live.